what is worse about you having a hard time with studies is that you accepted the offer. You applied and said you want to be in varsity. So you know what? Let's do this. Yep. Let's get into the studies. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sagwadi Wakarabutla and thank you so much for 4,000 subscribers and counting. I really appreciate it. It shows that you guys are sharing, you guys are watching the channel, and it's beneficial. And that's the whole point. You guys must benefit, okay? Anyway, guys, you can't believe this whole week, ne? I've been so busy with preps. Never had time to film. But can I tell you that education students, accounting students, forensic students, blah, blah, they all came. They want me to do videos here. Yes, they want me to do the work and the videos for them because they believe, or they say that after watching me doing the other law modules, they feel that they understand me more and I need to do those things. So that means I have to study teaching. You know, that means I have to study, like go deep in accounting more than the one I did in LLB. Anyway, let's do, I don't know what's the full citation by heart, but it's a forensic module, a second year one. It's got assignment 1 that is due on the 31st of this month. It's FOR2601. So the question reads, discuss the format or structure of an expert report. Right? So I did my diggings and, you know, my studying, and then this is what I got. And I believe and I am confident that I have the right answer. Ngisho. Okay, so this question is asking you to discuss the format or structure of an expert report. So it's like you're just going to write out how an expert report is structured, or the things that are needed there inside the structure. I will be putting down the page numbers here, or rather the where you're gonna find this information, or where I found it. Okay, so the report will comprise of this. That is the introduction, where details of an expert, his specialist field, qualification, and experience relevant to the investigation. This is number 1, the introduction. So you're gonna say on top expert report and say number 1. Introduction number 1.1, it's gonna be details of the expert, his or her specialist field, qualification, experience, and experience relevant to the investigation. So there you're not gonna put and say constable man, or rather detective man, what specials unit. No, you are going to write what I'm saying now, because what they want you to do is to write how should a expert report be structured. So don't start now filling in what's needed there, because that would not be the structure. That would be showing them writing up the report, the expect report. So now they are saying what will be contained in an expect report. So number 1.2, summary of the investigation. In short, you're gonna write like this is the structure. Number 1.3, it's gonna be summary of conclusions reached in the investigation. Number 1.4, parties involved in the investigation. Number 1.5, technical terms and explanations used in the report. Then we're gonna go to number 2, issues addressed or investigated in the report. Number 3, investigation of the facts. Number 3.1, documents used or referred to in this investigation. Number 3.2, interviews and examinations conducted during the investigation. Number 3.3, research conducted as part of the investigation. Number 3.4, experiments conducted as part of the investigations. It could be even surveys. You can even say experiments or surveys, just to show them you understand. That is the pointers under number 3. Number 4, the opinion of the legal expert. Number 5, facts, analysis, and argued conclusion. Then obviously we're gonna have it's 1 up to 5, like the way it's structured, the expert report. Then you're gonna have your part where you write signature and date. You're just gonna write signature and leave an open space to show that this is where the expert must sign, and then the date where they must date. So don't get confused and make a report and start saying, who man detect here you are showing them what must be inside the report. So don't get confused, okay? All this information, I found it in the study guide, okay? So yeah, that's it. That's where I found it. Okay, so let's do another question. Question 3, I've just skipped deliberately. I'll come back to it on part 2. Discuss types of informers and their motives. The types of informers and their motives. Okay? When we look from an investigative perspective, the following categories of informers are mentioned. Persons who provide information without an expectation of remuneration or reward. Professional informers, persons who provide information for remuneration or reward. Persons who provide information without knowing they are doing so. So the 4 categories that I've mentioned. Now, the question further said that discuss the types of discuss the types of informers and their motives. So I've said we have persons who provide information for remuneration. That's their motive. There are persons who provide information without an expectation of remuneration. There are professional informers and people who provide information without knowing that they are doing so. So their motives, the motives of informers is to be able to manage an informer effectively. You need to understand what motives the person who gives you them, what motives the person who provides you with you need to know. You need to understand the motives that the person who provides you the information with the information. So you need to know what is the motive of this person to provide me with the information. So the first motive would be financial benefits as a motive. The majority of people who provide information do so for financial benefit they are likely to receive. So I'm not going to give much on this, but every motive you need to explain. I'm just going to give you one sentence, then you go into your study guide also to help you just explain. The marks are 10, but just explain two sentences when you say financial benefits as a motive. I've already given you an idea. Many people give information for the story, right? We have also revenge as a motive. People form associations with other people in society, both on one-on-one basis and within groups. At best, associations and relationships are difficult and complex. As circumstances change, this associations and relationships change. So, revenge as a motive. I've already given you an idea what you must write in there. So we have, for example, there were people who were doing this thing of getting people arrested for sexual assault, even though it's not true. They are ex-boyfriends, just for spiting them. That's a motive that can fall under revenge as a motive. We have fear as a motive. This motive is often present where people provide confidential information because they fear the consequences of their earlier actions. Informers do not provide information when they are still benefiting from the crime committed or the irregular conduct they are involved in. Like somebody, if it's part of a gangster, whatever, gangster crew, and then it gets to a point that there are fights in there and they are threatening each other to say, hey, when I'm gonna put you in jail. So what happens is somebody can like go to the police, report their crimes that they were doing, and serve as a state witness to make sure that they protect themselves. So they give information with fear as a motive. Then we have other motives. You can write it at like you say other motives. There are a number of other motives for why someone would provide you as an investigator with confidential information. Whatever the reason may be, it is important you always ask yourself, who will benefit? So under other motives, as you may find in the in the study guide, you will be able to define as far as possible. Remember the motives. Other motives, revenge as a motive, fear as a motive, monetary benefit as a benefit. Financial benefits, it's money, guys. Monetary benefit as a motive. So that will be all for part 1. I will see you in part 2 when we do question 2 up to the last one. Okay, I love you so much. Good luck with your studies. This looks so exciting. I feel like maybe I must do it, enroll for forensics just to have that thing. I'll see you in the next one. Mwah!